Hello there, this is Malak and welcome to part 15 of Path of Exile. Bit different than I normally play, I, suddenly realised after 15 parts. Oh, waypoint, excellent. And it is in a crossroads. That is useful. Okay, so I've found that, which is useful. Strength and intelligence, strength and dex, strength. I mean, 56 strength, that's pretty. Sharptooth claw. Huh. Kind of interesting that a claw is intelligence based. I guess if you want a melee witch, I guess? I don't know. Not really my thing. Not really my thing. So, I'm going to go back. And I'm going to sell my stuff.
What?
What?
Travel far.
Put all that in there. And then just head straight back out the door here and try and find that the Great White Beast. Travel to the den. I actually remembered the map. Kind of interesting. Because I've moved to a different map. I'm just going to scour the entire area. I suppose if it's a den, it may not be on the edge of the map where it looks like it should be. It's probably be anywhere, I suppose. If it's a den, it could just be a hole in the ground. I mean, that's an exit down here. I mean, that looks decidedly den-like. You know, what with the word den written on it. So yeah, we are in the den, and there are no waypoints in the den. These cave beasts are weird. Let's actually go this way. I'm not setting them on fire, am I? Or are my attacks doing... I suppose I've probably got something that gives me extra fire damage. So I think my lightning bolts are also doing fire damage. Which, I mean, electricity can cause burns. So why the hell not, I guess? A gold amulet, I'm having that. Just that chain. It's so good. Oh, Rage Claw. Well, I haven't found the beast. What the hell is that? I don't feel like I killed that. There you go. So we're going to have difficulty 3 packs of skeletons now. Why is this beast sharing this cave with so many other beasts? Is it like the king of beasts kind of thing? And it's like these are all of its subjects. Somewhat disturbed by the sheer number of mundane, weak beasts. It's not doing very well at protecting its subjects, though, is it? Okay, this looks distinctive. Oh. I mean, it is distinctive, but that's kind of cool. What's in there? I guess that opens when I kill the beast? Wherever the hell that is. Oh. There's some exit there, so maybe there's like a level down to the beast. Oh, bugger. Okay, that was really easy. So that's the old field. So that's just basically a shortcut way out. I'm going to explore the rest of the caves, because it's possible that killing that or spiders. I do actually kind of feel sorry for just how so many, just this like genocide. Because there might be some way of opening that door, or maybe it might have opened now that the white beast is dead, but I might as well just keep on exploring until... What the hell is... What the hell is this? So I guess this is like a special instance dungeon thing? The hell have I gotten myself into now? Oi! My God. This whole place is really, really disturbing. Now I've got some weird singing. There's got to be some good reward in here. I mean, thankfully, most of the enemies are pretty damn slow. It certainly helps me keep myself out of melee most of the time. But they're thankfully pretty fast and weak. There's a book down there, or an informational thing down there. Okay, these look tougher. Volatile dead. Corpses in the target location explode. Lol. Okay.
Too much clutter.
Yeah. Ooh. I mean, I don't much need a cleaver, but it's rare, so I might as well. There was no escape for me should our queen and their thaumaturge succeed. There will be no escape for anyone. My goodness. So, that was that. Okay. Cool. So, yeah, I'm just gonna go and see if that doorway in the other part of the den is actually open now. Well, after I've double checked that there's no areas that I have yet to explore. There's certainly no, like, no areas where there could be levers. Oh, yeah, we've done that one. Yeah. I guess I'm just gonna head to that door and see what happens. I think what I'll probably do, if I can't get through the door, or whenever I've dealt with through the door, I don't know, then I'll just probably scroll back, get a reward for killing the beast, and then just carry on, I suppose. Yeah, look, it's still closed. There's no obvious way of getting through it, but it's really distinctive. This area here is very distinctive. So I'm guessing there may be something later on down the line. This is Val Arc. Val Weave corrupted. I mean, obviously I've leveled up the arc. So I could level this one up easy enough. But then it has a second skill. See, an arc of lightning stretches against blah, 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 blah. So a shocking arc of lightning stretches from the caster to targeted enemy and chains to nearby enemies. So far so good, other than the fact that it's a shocking one. Each time the beam chains, it will also chain simultaneously to a second enemy, but no enemy can be hit twice by the beams. It also grants a buff, making you lucky when damaging enemies with arc for a short duration. Massively more minimum damage, double the upper damage. Doubles the duration of lightning ailments. Base is 4. Chains a lot. Oh, and it's guaranteed to shock enemies. And again, more increase of lightning ailments. So, souls per use. Can store 1 use. So you have to power it with souls. I mean, that sounds fun. Okay, you know what? Yeah, let's plug it in. Hi. Hi. So yeah, it gives me the 2 skills. Not enough souls. So you kill people for souls? Question mark. Hopefully undead have souls, because I seem to be fighting an awful lot of undead at the moment. And what was this one? Sorry, Reeve. Attack, blah blah blah, melee. Ah, it's a melee one. Whatever. But anyway, I went into my inventory originally. Hang on, what is this? Unidentified. Let's quickly identify that then. Immunity to shock. So shock and bleed in that order. Okay. Oh wow. It's right next to where we need to go. Much better than the other encampment. Well, the carved one is like, eh. Hasn't got the right sort of slots. What was that? 19% increased rarity of items found. Nice. Alchemy, blah blah blah. Okay, let's accept that. Stash.
Return, if you must.
We're gonna... and Reeve. I'm gonna have to organize this a lot more in a bit, I think. Very nice. So the whole physical to lightning support, I think I'm going to have to go back to the main base and the first one
The
and get
white
something.
beast spirit is at rest.
Indeed.
No more pain. Take this in thanks from me and from the suffering animal that you have helped.
Yes. Yeah, I totally didn't do it for the reward. This is an odd selection of things that I can choose one of. A greater life flask, a greater mana flask. Neither is particularly tempting. Quicksilver flask, so movement buff. Oh, elemental resistance, a bismuth flask. I'm gonna have to... hang on, wait. Chain belt. So energy, strength. So random belt, or, you know, bismuth flask is guaranteed to be kind of cool. Oh, I need to reduce effect of curses on you during flask effect. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Stash.
Go with the spirit.
I'm gonna just put that in there. That gold amulet is kind of nice, but probably not right now. And this bastard sword, that definitely needs to get sold. Don't need that. And I got another scrolly thing. That needs to go back in the stash. Let's just take some of these identify scrolls. Oh, maximum charge. It's not a bad buff, actually. Okay. I think that's about that, but what I am going to do is I'm going to try and get some augments for my zombies, and that does mean, at least from the looks of it, I need to go back to the very first camp and talk to this lady here.
Hello.
Because she has them. That's a lot more than I'd normally see. Support minion. Maybe this will be... In fact, actually, I don't really need to filter it for minions necessarily. You see, this one will work for the raised zombie, but it's not a minion-specific support gem. It specifically supports any skill that hits enemies. It's a very generic thing. This one does not work with any of the skills I've got, but no, specifically not raised zombie. If I do a search for like support and well, and minion, I guess, but that's Phantasm. I've kind of moved on from that, sort of, kind of. Added cold damage. Added lightning damage support. You see, that is something that I can put on the zombies. Minions from supported deal more damage, have less life, no thanks. I kind of want something that converts some of the damage into lightning. Blast chain mine support. Void manipulation. See, that's a percentage increase in chaos damage. I think they only do physical damage. Unbound ailment support. Support skills have increased duration of ailments. I don't think they technically do any ailments yet. Combustion support. Infernal Legion support. Efficacy support. The added lightning damage? I might just do that. You know what I mean? Let's have a little look at the added lightning damage support. At the moment, we have overcharge support, so more shockiness, but it doesn't seem to work that well. And then we have elemental proliferation. So in theory, they're gonna do now some lightning damage. That's the theory. That's a good point, actually. Totem. I always forget to spell these bloody things. Holy flame totem. So are these... So are totems strength things? Bloody looks like it, doesn't it? Spell totem support. Oh, I see. Supported skills will summon a totem which uses that skill. So if I plug that into the arc spell, then it would summon a totem that would fire arcs, but not as frequently as you'd like, perhaps. Devouring totem. It consumes corpses to heal you. A searing bond, which is a totem. Summons a totem that casts a beam of fire at you and each other totem you control, dealing burning damage to enemies caught in the beam. Enemies near either end of a beam also suffer burning damage. And you can summon more totems as well. So you just keep laying totems down, and... Are they like permanent beams between the totems? That's kind of cool. You just kind of lure them into the beams and then walk around them and it just cuts them up. That's kind of cool. Interesting, though. But it looks like totems are more of a strength and intelligence sort of a thing. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. We're going to see how well... We'll see. We'll see how that works. Because it might bloody not. Never claimed to understand this game well. Alright, let's go back to the crossroads, because I think... Yeah, I've got to kill the bandits there. Yeah, so bandit-related things. Okay, it looks like those did charge some souls up. I got 4 souls for that. So that's good. Got 16 souls now. Yeah, I'm not so keen on the crying person. Oh, that's number 4 etchings on the wood. I'm assuming number 3 will be over here then. Because I've only read 1 and 2. Kind of want to read them in order, you know? For the extra sorrow. So this is a nice little windmill.
The moon was full the night of the Black Storm. It is full again. They have come for me. They have come for my daughters. Bravalo called out while the others skulked and muttered in the darkness. Corin went to them, arms open, welcoming. The nightmares told her to. My uncle tried to stop her. Bravalo crushed his skull with his smith's hammer.
I just killed Bravalo.
I barred the doors and windows, but they screamed like monkeys and beat themselves bloody trying to get in. I had no choice. I took my 2 youngest and fled through the cellar, following the tunnel to the mill. All we can do is hide and hope. God help us.
Yeah, nice. So basically, weird storm happened, turned everyone into the zombies. Sort of.
3 Lunari gone now since it all began. Perhaps I am the only one who still looks upon Lunaris, who remembers her name. Soon, I will be gone, and the moon will go on alone. My husband has returned, and he hunts for me. My dead husband hunts me. Corin, too, and my uncle. Corpses rise and walk and feed. My girls, they walk now and feed. God has forsaken us. Lunaris is my witness. Tonight, I return to my family.
Oh boy. Not bad voice acting. Okay. So it's charged up the Val arc. The fact that it's corrupt, is that going to do something horrible to me when I start using this? I kind of feel like using souls to power magic is okay, yeah? It's like a normal thing. Well, at least it's nicer here. Broken Bridge, on my way to finish off the other Bandit Lord. But that finishing off of the Bandit Lord will have to wait until next time. But until then, I hope you enjoyed the episode, and cheerio.